Hello and welcome to a wet Sunday morning in Cannock. Thought I'd have a coffee. So, Hansa Rostock 3, Aston Villa 1. What can we take away from the first week of pre-season friendlies for the season ahead? I think we can take away that a lot of people are concerned. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't 100% concerned. I totally take the game on its merits, and I think the Warsaw game as well was essentially a lot of the younger players playing in these games. Yes, it would have been lovely to win them both 1-0, 2-1, whatever, but would it have meant we'd have thought any differently about the season to come? No. We would still have the same concerns over the squad, the depth, who's coming, who's going, how we're going to set up on that Newcastle game, the first game of the season. So regardless of the result in either game, those concerns are still there. I think the plan was always to blood a lot of the young kids. Let's not forget that the majority of these players that have played in these two games were the under-18s team last season. Yes, they are and were a fantastically successful under-18s team last season, but we are stepping up now to play two teams, albeit lower league teams in England and in Germany, that are very close to the start of their domestic campaigns and are much more ahead of us than our pre-season. That's not an excuse. There were two poor performances from an 11 from Villa, but given the personnel that we put out, I think there is mitigating circumstances to losing both of these games. The big one is the next game, the Frankfurt game, and I think that is the one that we can start to really bed in what we look like and what the season's going to look like. All the players will be back. We're going to see basically first teams in the first and second half, so we're going to have a much better idea of where we lie for the weeks ahead. So yes, there is concern. I'm not going to lie, I'm always positive, I'm always upbeat, and I always try and see the best of everything, and I still think we'll go into the season prepared. Are we going to be where the manager would ideally want us to be? I think we all know the answer to that. No, simply because we can't do the business he would want to do should he have an unlimited budget, but that's probably the same with every manager in the Premier League. So we've got to make the best of what we've got. We've got to do wheeling and dealing. There's a lot to do in the market over the next few weeks. I think there's a few outgoings still to happen, and then we can maybe concentrate on a few incomings. So all is not lost. The season is not here yet. We'll see what happens. Up the Villa.